Speaking of clothing, one of our next guests has also carved out a name for herself in the clothing industry. Her name is Ashley Merrill, and she's the founder of Lunya, a luxury sleepwear brand. That sounds...
Yeah,
I was just talking about
I
this.
have heard of that, yes. And joining her is Davina Farahi. She is the founder and CEO of Shaya, a luxury purse brand that holds your luxurious pooch. Welcome to the show, ladies.
And doggy.
Yes, what's her name?
This is Baby G.
Hello, baby G.
She's
adorable.
our chief testing officer, so she goes where I go.
She's so cute. Yeah.
So tell us first about your sleepwear brand.
So I have Lunya and Lago. Actually, you were mentioning men's sleepwear earlier, so we recently launched a men's brand, but we make sort of...
You look so comfy.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you. I
comfy.
am wearing Lunya at the moment, but reinterpretation of sleepwear, so really trying to redefine what the industry looks like.
So, and how about you? Tell us about the pooch brand. You want to put the pooch in the purse so we can see it? Because we can't really see him from that angle.
So this is our carrier.
You got to bring it a little bit closer this way if you want to see it. You can see the shot over there. There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
debut carrier.
That is so cute.
She kind of tested out every prototype, every version.
Well, she's a really nice dog.
Yeah.
Okay. Incredibly
Very well
patient.
behaved.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
She was the most popular girl in the green room by far.
Thank you. Yeah, she loves people, so it's been great. She goes everywhere. She introduces the brand to people, so it's been really wonderful to have her as part of the team.
Because for me, like, purse is part of me.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere without a purse. I could carry a very small purse.
I wish it
but
was
I would
socially
still-
acceptable for me to carry a purse.
Yeah, it's very convenient, right? I fit-
Becoming a little bit.
Like,
I don't know.
What do you want to put in your purse that you can't carry in a pocket?
Oh my God. I guess it's a messenger bag, basically.
Okay.
But, you know, the messenger bag, the line between purse and messenger bag is like very...
Fair.
Yeah.
I feel like guys are wearing these little wallet, like a little wallet kind of that you hold on to. But
That's rough.
Yeah, no, if you give me a big enough purse, I can fit the content of my house in that purse, and I have no problem carrying it because I'm just like, oh, I feel more secure walking around with it. One thing I always worry, though, is if I have, I don't know, like a coffee in there or some kind of juice in there, a bottle of something that's not water, and I'm worried about spill because everything is in there. If I have a pooch in there, as cute as...
Yeah, let's talk about
let's
that.
talk
What
about
happens
that.
if the dog misbehaves? Yeah.
I would. So our interior actually has antibacterial and it's water resistant. So if your pooch has an accident in there, it's not really an issue. But I wouldn't recommend putting your coffee in there with your pooch.
With the dog.
It's not exactly dog friendly, coffee especially. But this is not made for your coffee. It's made for your dog and then your personal items and your pet items
Makes
to go
sense.
inside.
So sleepwear. You know, millennials, we don't really wear sleepwear, do we?
Will you sleep naked?
I will decline to answer that question.
I didn't know too much about you. You know what?
Information.
I started the company, it was 7 years ago now, but because I wasn't wearing sleepwear, I was wearing my husband's old clothes.
Of course, the
Yeah.
sleeping shirts.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, this just can't be it. You know, like I was looking at myself in the mirror thinking maybe there had to be something better. And so it presented an opportunity.
How is your sleepwear? Is it just because you're in really good shape, but your sleepwear is flattering? I don't know whether that's a compliment for you or the sleepwear.
I'll take it for both, frankly. You know, but yeah, we work really hard, spend a lot of time on each piece and try to make like fewer, better things. And actually, whether it's flattering is a big part of the conversation.
Yeah, because how do I say this nicely? A lot of sleepwear is frumpy.
And I think that's what we were trying to really
Yeah,
change, you know, and also to think about function and comfort in a completely different way. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought one of their pieces last week.
I
Do you
love
have a
it.
dog where you can buy the purse?
You know, I don't have a dog, but I want to take hers home with me because I'm obsessed.
Everyone wants that
Dog,
dog.
yes.
I mean, I have to ask you, ladies, since you two are both pretty successful in your line of work, what was something that you wish you knew before you started your venture
Yeah, that's always the
that
best
now
question.
you can
Yeah.
pass on to the younger women or men?
I wish I had started off with a tougher exterior. I think I'm generally a nice-ish person, and I feel like especially for women, you can't be that way in a lot of settings, and it's unfortunate, but I found that with a stronger tone starting off these conversations, people definitely treat me differently, and it's unfortunate, but it is how I've had to kind of adapt. And I think women should not do it necessarily, but think about how they present themselves from the
Well,
very
you're both
beginning.
very well put together, right? Was that a disadvantage when you went to go pitch, people and tried to get this, because it's a very male-dominated world,
Still.
In fashion or in entrepreneurship?
all of the
All
above.
of the above. Yeah, for me personally, and maybe I'm just very lucky, didn't encounter a lot
That's
of that.
great news, yeah.
Maybe there's been
for you,
good
yeah.
progress that's happening. I mean, hopefully that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because we had multiple people on this show and many other shows that we do elsewhere. They tell us, and I also know this from personal experience, that if you're a guy, you go into the room, people are like, "Oh, what can you do? Let's talk about growth. Let's talk about like who your
Right,
product's
and
gonna
girls, they
reach
wanna
out
know
for."
what they're
Girls,
doing
like,
right now.
Yeah, what are you doing right now? What if
Like,
this
how many
doesn't
purses
work?
did you
Are
sell?
you,
How
are
many
you having a
pajamas did you
boyfriend?
sell?
Like, are you gonna get
planning on
married? Are you
getting
planning on
pregnant?
having kids?
Yeah,
et
I
cetera.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess I've been lucky. I don't know.
Good for you.
I think it's changing. It's the more you're introduced to women who are working and the more you have those interactions, the better you are about treating them the same way.
Yeah.
But this is especially for me, this is a new field. And so I'm kind of one of the first people they're seeing in this like pet industry alone without a male partner. So it's been different.
So let me see these. These are both unconventional products, right? This is stuff that people wouldn't really think of, but it's stuff that people will buy, right? Do you think there's other business opportunities like this out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I think good businesses solve problems, and so in a way, I think it's cool. You can see how distinct our products are, and they're able to be successful. I think ultimately when I walk around, I just see tons of opportunity everywhere for people to do things better, and so I think there's lots of businesses out
It's
there.
funny because it markets itself.
Yeah.
These products, like it took us 10 seconds to realize,
Yeah.
like this is the
I
product.
would want that.
Right. Yeah.
See, I see there is a line, and I don't necessarily know where is the line. I don't know who really knows where the line is. Sometimes you will create something, and then people are like, "Oh, I didn't realize I need it until I saw that."
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it'd also be, "Oh, well, I may need that. It's nice to have," and you don't want to fall under the nice to have category.
Yeah.
Before you get your feet wet, how do you know you're
Yeah.
not gonna
How'd you know
fall?
there would be a market for this?
For me, I knew because I had a small dog. So I got her 5 years ago. And I lived in LA at the time. I was taking her everywhere with me.
So
She's
this is
very
such an
important.
LA story.
Yeah,
Small
LA,
dog.
For me, I was fine with it. I had these carriers, but they were very blatantly dog carriers. And I was taking her everywhere. And my Persian mom said to me, she's like, "I can't take this. Please stop walking around with these ugly carriers. People know us here." And I was like, okay, so what do? I had to make one. I took one of my...
You're like a Shaw
bags.
sunset on the side.
I feel like that is an inaccurate representation of my
It's okay. I'm
culture.
Cuban from Miami. We're very similar.
No, people ask that all the time. I'm like, no, we don't have private jets, and no, we don't live like this. But the culture, or like how we treat each other, is very similar. I think they represent their giving nature on the show well. But I created this bag out of scratch and then realized it really is a need people would ask me. So I went to Italy and made one, and it's kind of just having enough people talk to
Just
me
go to the
about
best
it.
place to make purses on earth, right?
Casual.
Just
casual.
casual. No
Fly
big
to
deal.
Milan,
Went to
let me take a
Milan. Like,
ticket,
hey,
yeah.
can you make a dog
Yeah.
purse? Okay, great. Thanks.
Make it sound really easy.
Yeah, no, it's
it was
not
very
easy.
hard, but
Well, and for me, I would say I felt the need, and then I started asking people and realizing other people were wearing this like old outfit at home, and thought, okay, clearly I'm not alone, and started small, made a small batch. If I could sell that, that would help that would help prove to me there was interest, and then could I get a little bigger and bigger? So it was sort of an organic thing.
E-commerce, both of you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you're not even playing the retail game.
No, I actually have 3 stores, and we're going to be moving into omnichannel in a bigger way. But certainly starting e-commerce was great.
Isn't that so different than years ago? Like
Yeah.
you always had to open a store, and now there's this whole world of online shopping. In our generation, we don't even think about it. I don't walk into stores.
Right.
When's the last time you were in a store, Julia?
Well, I was in a store yesterday, but that's because I had an emergency and had to buy something for my next show. But usually, if I don't have to, I don't want to go in.
I think
Yeah.
pop-ups are becoming a bigger thing and something
they're
we're
exciting.
looking into.
Yeah.
They're fun. There's interactive. You always have something else going on, but you're seeing even stores pop up as only for pop-ups of other stores like Showfields downtown in New York. So I think that's really interesting for if you're a smaller brand and don't need your own store yet, you can be in that kind of setting.
Well, this was really fun. We have to do
Yeah.
more segments
Yeah,
with
we do
multiple
more.
entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
This was really fun. Ashley
From,
and Davina.
Especially you guys make fun stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thanks for taking
Thank
the
you
time to
for
talk
being
to us
here.
today.
Thank you.